welcome Marie as well. We're going to use a chair tonight. So you can begin on the floor if you like, but have a chair close by. And we'll do some magical yoga. It feels really good with the support of a chair. We can do some beautiful things with that, with our hips and shoulders. And so coming together now, welcome to our yin practice tonight. And take a deep breath in. And as you breathe out, roll your shoulders back and down and feel yourself settling into your body. This beautiful body right here in this moment. Take another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, just kind of sway your rib cage side to side. Feel into your spine and your back. The shoulders are still relaxed. And with that out breath, you feel yourself settling into your body, this moment. And then taking another deep breath in. And as you breathe out, wiggling your toes, squeezing your leg muscles, feeling the soles of your feet, and the out breath settles you into your body. There's no better place to be right now than in your beautiful body. And so I invite you to begin to feel the breath in your body. Savor these conscious breaths. And begin to equalize your in-breath and your out-breath. And we'll do a bit of movement to begin that. So breathing in with the arms lifting up. Arms open wide, breathing out. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Breathing out, 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Making this a moving meditation. 2, 3, 4. Breathing in, take the arms high again. We're going to change the out breath. Just the right arm out. 2, 3, 4. In with the right arm. And out with the left arm. Look towards it. Breathe in, the left arm comes up. Breathe out, the right arm comes down. In, 2, 3, 4. Left, out. 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Last one, right. 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. And then open wide again, both arms. 2, 3, 4. Breathe in, shoulders lift. And out, they roll back and down. In, 2, 3, 4. And out, 2, 3, 4. Come to stillness. 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 2, 3, 4. And just continue this 4-4 breath. Really powerful breath. So easy to do, but creates profound changes in your body and your nervous system. This place of cardiac coherence makes it easy for your heart to beat, the blood pressure stabilizing, heart rate lowering, body moving to a very efficient place for all the systems in your body. And as you continue to breathe, I'll read you our poem, which is our focus for tonight. It's by Sven Myding. Tender grasses made me. Summer breeze and stars made me. A mother's gentle hands made me. Sharp pains and fevers made me. Noble dreams and friends' love made me who I am. What made you, my friend? What were the steps that brought you here? Please tell me your story, friend. Tell me your fears, your cries for help that no one heard, your hopes and the laughter deep in your eyes. Joining hands in a wide circle, we reach out together towards the birds' clear song. The soil, the wind, 1,000 generations' knowledge live in your body. In your heart, the Sangha dreams. Across the widest ocean, we still see each other. Within the world's noise, we can hear the silent bell. And so in our practice tonight, we remember this 1,000 generations knowledge that's living in our bodies. Tika, growing in your body right now. And we hear amidst the world's noise and busyness, this silent bell of peace. And we hear it as we come into our own bodies and feel our breath flowing, present. And so I invite you to finish whichever round of breath you're on, finishing with your out breath, and then let that 4-4 breath go. And we're going to come to standing for a moment and shake off the day with a little activation to some music. See if there's anything we're carrying around that we want to let go of. So just kind of give the body a little easy shake. And step from one foot to the other. This is Bill Withers' lovely day. Just let this lovely day come to a close. We don't have to carry it with us. Whatever was good, whatever was challenging, just acknowledge it and let it go. Swing the arms and make a little twist. The world's all right. Feel the soil, the wind. Take the arms high. Find the loveliness in your day. One arm forward and then the other. Let the arms come down and circle behind. As the arm comes overhead and past your head, feel as if you're clearing your brow of any worries, clearing your thoughts, lightening the load on your mind. And then let the arms do a little shake out of the front. Clear the shoulders. It's been a lovely day. Let it go. Or maybe it's been a challenging day. Either one, we're being present to what is here now. Take an arm overhead, either side. And take the legs slowly wider. And then brush the arms back and forth. The world's all right with me. In this moment, all is well. I'm here in my body, breathing. So there's more right than wrong. Just sway and feel your shoulders coming back. All around your heart, feeling it's a lovely day. Keep the legs low, warm them up. Come back to standing and just shake the feet out the front. Is there anything you still want to just breathe out? Something you've been ruminating on or worrying about? Let it go for these moments. You can always pick it back up again if you need to, if you really want to. Beautiful. And then come back to stillness. To the center of your mat, have your chair close by. Feel yourself standing in Tadasana, tall and strong, and create an intention for your practice. I am a mountain of. What do you choose in this moment? Who am I? What do I choose to bring from within me into all that I do? Beautiful. And then letting the arms cross in front, bend the knees, breathe in and lift. Breathe out, soften, nice deep knee bend, all the way to a forward fold. Breathe in, lift high. Breathe out, nice deep forward fold. Breathing in, the knees are nice and soft. So we keep this really lovely and flowing and gentle. We're not trying to put any strain on the hamstring. We're just reminding them that they can lengthen. Breathing in and out. Pause here a moment and just let some blood flow come into the head. Just a gentle sway side to side. Feel the blood coursing around the head, the eyes. Let it refresh you. And then in just a moment when we stand up, imagine as that blood flows away from the head that it takes anything that's not serving you with it. Refreshing, washing, clearing the space around your mind. So bend deeply into the knees. Breathe in, come up slowly, come up halfway and breathe out, pause. Breathe in, lift. And breathe out, open. Grab your chair now. And we want the back of the chair. We're going to walk our feet away from it and lengthen through our arms. So feel as if somebody has hold of your hips and they're pulling you backwards. And you hang on to the back of the chair and you feel that opening through the shoulders, through the heart. This should feel really good. Breathe, take your weight back on your heels. You might even draw the chair back with you a little bit. Lovely. Bend the knees deeply, arms come down and then up the front of the body. And breathing out, the arms come down now onto the seat of the chair. And breathing in, you're going to take your left arm up to the sky. Let your right knee bend. Come back as far into that twist as it feels good for you. Don't lock the left knee. Look up if that's okay. And then breathe out, come back to the chair. Breathe and lift and open. Let the support of the chair be something that allows you to really reach right through the fingertips of your right hand. And breathe out, come back to center. Breathe in, lengthen, open. Maybe feel a little bit of opening into that left hip as well. Taking the twist as far as your body says yes to, or keeping it really steady if that doesn't feel good. Right arm lifting and opening. And close your eyes if you can, and do 2 more rounds of that on each side. So left, right, in your own time. I say close your eyes, so you're just feeling this sensual presence in your body. Remembering that 1,000 generations of knowledge that lives in your body. We heard from Sven Meiring's poem. Feel into that wisdom and move with it. Your body is always speaking to you. And after your second round, bend the knees deeply, rise up, lengthen to the sky, reach the right arm as if you're trying to touch the ceiling, and then the left. Open up the rib cage, side to side, press both big toes down, and feel the body opening. Feel space for your breath. Breathe in as you extend and feel that breath come right down into your lower abdominals. And then take the left hand and hold the back of the right elbow and lengthen over to the left side, long. Change elbows, hold right to left, lengthen to the right. Doesn't it feel good to open up, going side to side? Same thing, let this feel present, embodied, sensual, beautiful, long. Lovely. And breathe out, let both arms flow down, roll your shoulders back and down. And then take your right heel and place it on the chair and bring it forward enough that you're close to the back of the chair, because we're going to reach for the back of the chair. Then square your hips towards the chair. Make sure you have some bend in that left leg. Just notice how far apart you need them to be balanced. Breathe in, lift. We want that length again. Breathe out, right knee is slightly bent. Right heel is pressing down as you reach for the back of the chair and lengthen through. Soften, bend into the left knee and rise. Breathe out. If it's too strong to reach for the back of the chair, just hold your right leg or have your hands on the chair. So whichever feels good. One more time, reach up, lengthen. Remember, we've got plenty of bend as we come down in that left knee, nice and stable. And then hold there, draw your toes towards you, look forward and try to draw your heart over the back of the chair. Roll your shoulders back and down. Press that right heel down and breathe and smile. Let's try that 4-4 breath, but I want you to take the out breath to 6, and we're going to do 5 cycles of breath here. So out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, out, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2 more cycles in your own time. If you need to move, if you need to rise up with inhalation, feel free. You're still actively pressing the heel down, shoulders down, heart coming forward, and feeling that breath in your body. You protect the hamstring by not locking that right knee and by pressing the heel down, so you're getting length without overstretching into the insertion points for the hamstring. When you finish that round, you're going to rise up, lengthen to the sky, and then breathe out, bring that leg down, and give both legs a little shake and a little twist side to side. Your legs should feel longer. Notice the difference between the right leg and the left. We've been creating some space as well, some length into the side waist. Room to breathe. Feeling spacious and expansive. And let's come to the other side in the same way. So your left heel now on the chair, coming towards the back of the chair. Find the spacing of your left foot and your right. There's some bend in that right knee. Hips are square on. Flex the left foot, press the heel down, don't lock that knee, and breathe out, fold forward. You choose, hand to the back of the chair, hand to your leg, hand to the seat of the chair, but the heart is coming forward. Breathe and lift up from that bent right leg. It's helping you like a spring. It's got some play in it. Breathe in to lift, pressing that left heel down. Breathe out, flow down. Breathe in, lift. Breathe out, flow. And then stay here for 2 more cycles of breath. In for 4, out for 6. Actually, let's make it 3. 3 cycles of breath. The right leg can have some play in it. The left leg is slightly bent, not locked. Left heel is pressing down. Heart is coming forward, shoulders are back. Chin is slightly tucked back of the neck long. And then releasing, breathing in. Lift to the sky. Breathing out, leg comes down into a full forward fold. Both arms resting on the chair. Forward resting on your arms. Take the legs mat width apart, so a bit wider, and just let your pelvis rock side to side. And then you're going to turn and sit on the chair. We're going to work a bit more into our shoulders and our hips. So come to the front of the chair. Take your right foot across the left knee. Your foot is flexed. Your right hand supporting that right knee. Sit up nice and straight. Bring your left foot forward a bit so it's just underneath the knee. Breathe in, long spine, and breathe out, fold forward. Try to hinge at the hip so you're not coming into a C shape, but rather hinging forward with a straight back. And then just tiny little pulses as you're hinging forward. I'll turn to the side so you can see. So I'm hinged. I'm just doing little tiny pulses as I use that right hand, either on top or under the knee. If it's too strong, you can support it from underneath. You can feel you're getting a nice stretch into that right hip. Beautiful. And then breathe in, rise up, keep the leg where it is. Take both arms high. And as you breathe out, take the left hand to the outside of the right knee and the right hand as far behind as is comfortable. Draw that right shoulder back and look over your shoulder. Use that left hand to continue to press that right knee open. Your heart is coming forward, your shoulders are back, the spine is long and your chin is slightly tucked. 3 rounds here, breathing in for 4 and out for 6. And then that right arm lifts to the sky. Breathe out, turn back to the front. Take the legs wide, spread them wide, and fold into a forward fold, hanging between the legs. And you might like to sway a little bit here if that feels good. Always try to let yourself completely release down through the legs. Supported by the chair, supported by the earth, head relaxed, face relaxed. And then putting your fingertips on the ground, draw your shoulders back and come up with a flat back just halfway. And then breathe out, fold down again. This time take your hands around behind your legs and draw yourself back if that's comfortable. If that's uncomfortable, just do a normal, just holding there. And then fingertips to the earth, flat back coming up. Stay there, pause. Breathe in, take the right arm up to the sky. If this is too deep, then you could rest your left elbow on the left knee instead of having the left fingertips on the ground. Come back to center, right fingertips to the earth or right elbow to the knee, and lift the left arm. And come down. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Full forward fold. In, 2, 3, 4. Lifting left. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Completely release. One more time. Right lifts. 2, 3, 4. Nice big twist. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. In, 2, 3, 4. And out, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Breathe in, rise up, take the arms overhead. Breathe out, open them wide and bring them behind you in the chair. Press into the seat of the chair. Draw the hands as close together behind you as you can and lift the heart and squeeze the shoulder blades together as you breathe in. As you breathe out, come back into that forward fold. Breathe in, lift the arms to the sky. Breathe out, bring them behind you. Touching your pinkies if you can. Breathe in, press into the chair, squeeze the shoulder blades, lift the heart and drop the shoulders. And breathe out, forward fold through those legs. Breathe in, just come back to sitting. And let's take the left leg now over the right knee, same way we did before. So you might notice a difference in your hip flexibility. My knee's definitely higher on this side. Make sure that right foot is directly underneath your right knee, supporting your left knee or hip, or even giving it a massage. Right, left toes are flexed, spine is long and tall, and then hinging if you want a bit more stretch. So just a hinge forward at the hips. You might already have enough little pulses, and it's your belly button that leads. This is a strong stretch. You probably might not need that much bend in order to get, not even bend, is it? It's hinge, in order to get a deeper stretch into that left hip. Conscious that your shoulders are soft, that your heart is open, that the face is soft. You may bring some nurturing touch with your hands as you practice. Feeling the breath, If you would like to take that 4-6 breath, I invite you to take it. And then sitting up, and we take that left arm up and around behind as far as it's comfortable to the chair back. The right hand comes to the top of the left knee, top sort of outside of the knee, so it can still sort of keep it open and press it down if that feels good. Use that left hand to press into the chair to draw you more into the twist. Keep the shoulders back and down, look over your shoulder and breathe. So we're still looking for that stretch in the left hip while we're also getting a lovely twist through the spine. Spine is long and tall, there's no collapsing. Beautiful posture from your pelvic floor right up to the crown of the head, and the shoulders are relaxed. Breathe. If it's too strong with just looking over your shoulder, then breathe in, look forward, and breathe out, look behind. Bring some movement to the neck. If it feels okay just to look over the shoulder, then do that, whichever feels better. Or you could find other neck movements that feel good. Tucking the chin, a little dance with the head, the chin, figure eights. There's no right or wrong here, just what feels good for you. Well, wrong is if you're hurting yourself. What feels good for the neck and shoulders. And as always, the invitation is there for that 4-6 breath. And then breathing in, lift that left arm high. Breathing out, release the leg and the arm comes down, come up to standing. Breathing in and breathing out, open the arms wide. This will be our last posture with the chair. Just going to bring your left foot onto the chair towards the back again. The right foot is behind. We're opening into the hip flexors now, the front of the hips. You're up on the ball of your right foot, so the heel's not down on the ground like in a warrior. It's a crescent lunge, it's a lunge. So you're up on the ball of your foot. Drop those hips forward as much as is comfortable for you. Try to keep the knee over the ankle, so if you need to work yourself back from the chair a bit to achieve that, then do. So let this leg stay where it is and you take the right leg back as far as you need to go. And then breathe in and lift to the sky. Breathe out, bring the hands down to the chair and draw the shoulders back. Breathe and lift. It should be a lovely big stretch through the front of those right hip flexors. I love this one, more so than doing it on the ground. This time, take that right hand down to the chair and the left arm lifts and comes down. The left arm lifts and comes down. Doesn't that feel good? And comes down. Beautiful. One more time. Both arms lift to the sky. And open wide. Hands on the chair. Step that left leg back into just a brief tabletop stretch through the shoulders. And then right leg. Such a beautiful thing to do. If you've been sitting at your desk for a while, just stand up and do the few stretches here. So remember, right knee over the right ankle. You're up on the ball of your left foot. You're letting those hips drop towards the chair. You're looking for the stretch in the left hip flexor, so the front of the left hips. Breathe in and lift. Look up if that feels good. Breathe out. Hands come to the chair or up behind, whatever feels good. Breathe in and lift. Breathe out, fold. Breathe in. Left hand now to the chair, right hand lifts and comes down. Lifts, so a little reverse twist. Gosh, we're getting lots of good ringing out through the spine tonight. and down. Last time, lift to the sky. And breathing out, come down and come into that final tabletop. Oh. Release through the chair. Let your heart drop like we do in puppy pose. If you want it a bit stronger, then you could come down onto your knees. So you can see now that the shoulders, the hands are higher than your heart. So you're getting more stretch through the shoulders, completely up to you. If it was strong enough with your legs straight, then just stay there. Let's do 3 more breaths. So this variation takes us more into like Anahatasana, the puppy pose. Whichever one you're doing, drop the heart to the earth. Let the hands be active on the chair. Spread the fingers wide and press into the thumbs and index fingers. Stabilize the shoulders. Breathe. Beautiful. And then release, soften, and let the chair come over to the side. Thank you, chair. Don't need you anymore. And we'll come down onto our mats. Just checking our time. Beautiful. Let's lie back. Just let the whole of your spine settle into the mat. Feel the breath in your belly. Bring your heels in closer to your bottom. Spread your toes wide. And then press into your big toes and your heels as you squeeze your buttocks and lift. Lift the hips. Relax the shoulders. Shoulders are soft. Lift, lift, squeeze. You're pressing into the big toes so that the knees don't flop outward. They stay hip width apart. And breathe out. Slowly come back down. Breathe in. Press into the big toes. Spread the toes wide. Press into the heels. Lift. Now this time, reach towards your ankles, your toes. Really draw those shoulders away from the ears while you're squeezing your buttocks upward. And then breathe out from the top of the spine, 1 vertebra at a time, coming down. Relax the whole spine. Feel the difference. Spread the toes wide. Press into the big toes and the pinky toes and the heels. Squeeze your buttocks and lift. Stable knees. Squeeze, squeeze, lift the hips to the sky. Now take the arms up towards the sky. Come up on the balls of your feet and just do a little dance with your hips like you're trying to make figure 8s. And just sway, but don't let the hips drop. Keep the belly button lifting to the sky and let your fingers and wrists sort of dance with you. And then with your next out breath, slowly come down 1 vertebra at a time, and drop the heels. Completely relax and soften. Just feel the body. 1 more variation on bridge. Spread the toes wide. Press into the big toes, the little toes, the heels. Squeeze the buttocks. As you breathe in, lift the arms and let them come overhead on an arc. As the hips reach their zenith, the fingertips just touch behind the head. They don't relax, they're stretching overhead. And then breathing out, slowly bring the vertebra 1 at a time down as you bring the arms down as well. Beautiful. And then let the legs flop over to the left. Lift the arms out to shoulder height, palms facing up, and look to the right. Breathe. And then breathe in. Lift the arms to the sky and then breathe out. Open them wide again. Look to the left. Knees drop to the right. And just rest there a moment. Breathe in. Come back to center. Bring the knees into the chest. Roll yourself back and forth a little bit to massage along the spine. And then come up to sitting. And we're going to do a little bit of a quadricep stretch. So we've stretched our hammies, we've stretched our hips. We haven't done the quads yet. So to do that, we're going to tuck this knee under. But if that is too strong for you, then we won't do the quadricep stretch for you because the only other way to do it is sitting. So if that's too strong, just have the leg out to the side and we'll do it as another forward fold instead. So otherwise you have that leg tucked under. You're also getting a nice stretch through the shin along there. You're going to breathe in. Sit up nice and tall. This is core work. Flex the left foot. So you're drawing the toes back. The body is active. Breathe out. Bring the hands around behind you. Press them onto the floor. And then lift the heart and look up. Breathe out. Soften. Breathe in. Press into the hands. Lift the heart. Look up. Breathe out. Soften. So option to stay here if you're getting enough stretch into that quad, and you could press into the top of the foot to sort of increase that as well. Or the other option to go stronger is to come down to your elbows. If you do, squeeze your buttock, tuck your pelvis under. You don't want to arch your back. You might have enough there. If you're really stretchy, then you might be able to lay all the way down. So if I'm really honest with myself, my back is really arching to allow me to do this. So really it's too far for me. So my leg's gone, that's enough. So now the stretch has gone into my back. So I'm better off staying up here on my elbows where my back can stay flattened or neutral, my low back, and I'm still getting plenty of stretch into the quadricep. My shoulders are back and down. And we're just going to take 3 breaths. But again, if it was enough where you were before sitting up, then take your 3 breaths there. And 2 breaths. And 1 breath. If you're back, bring yourself back up. And last thing here, we're just going to come into a forward fold in this position. It may not be that far for you, and that's fine. So you can have your hands resting wherever you need the support. You can have them totally extended if you can go that far. Chin is slightly tucked. So we've got a hamstring stretch on the left, and our quads still not in a strong stretch here, but still in a stretched position. And then breathe and rise up. And release that leg. Give your quads a little love. And let's come to the other side. And just flex and point your toes a couple of times. You'll feel that stretch through the shin, which is really good for your arches. So we're taking the left leg around now. Tucking that foot under. So you don't want it off like at the W sit. You don't want your left foot flexed. You want the top of the foot tucked under. Again, if this is too strong, then just have the foot out to the side with the sole of the left foot tucked into the right inner thigh. Breathe in and lift. Sit up nice and tall. Breathe out, hands come around behind. Breathe in, lift the heart. Breathe out, soften. Breathe and lift, right toes are flexed, just gently. Breathe out, soften. Option to stay here or come down onto your elbows. Remember to squeeze the buttocks and tuck your pelvis under. We don't want a big archy low back. And you could do the same, breathing in to lift, breathing out to soften. And of course the option to lay all the way back, as long as that low back isn't arching right off the ground in order to achieve that. You should be able to have just the normal gentle curve of the low back as you lean back. And so just notice where you're feeling this. It might be more on the top of your foot and your shin where you're tight. So that's important to keep that ankle balanced by having that length. It might be in the quad itself or both. And if you're down, rising back up, flex the right foot. Postural work here, lift to the sky. And breathe out. Forward. Press the right heel down, lift the heart forward. Head is relaxed, face is relaxed, shoulders relaxed. Breathe. But the right leg is active because you're pressing that heel down. And breathe in, rise up. Release that leg. Give a little shake. Roll yourself back on the ground. Bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet together, and then open the legs out wide. The knees out wide. Laying here in reclining butterfly. We're just letting these inner thighs open. This is a variation on restorative posture, so it's a good resting posture. If you would like to bring that more into your heart and you have a block, you could place that underneath your shoulder blades and rest the head back, arms by your side or overhead. And we're going to lay here for about 2 or 3 minutes to finish our practice before we stop for deep relaxation. If this isn't comfortable for you, then I invite you to move into our Viparita Karani. So legs up the wall, or you can put your legs on the chair we've been using. Or you know how you put your block under your low back and the legs are in the air. So some sort of variation on that inversion. But if this reclining butterfly feels good, it feels good to have the heart opening with it, you choose. And I'd like you to bring your awareness to the space between your eyebrows. In yoga, this is called your Ajna center. I want you to imagine that you're breathing in, and as the breath comes up through the nostrils, it comes up to this space. So the 2 nostrils come to the point between the eyebrows. It's like an upside down V or a mountain shape. So breathing in for 4. And now breathing out for 8. And feel as if that out breath flows all the way down through the body, bringing a sense of peace and relaxation down through the body. In for 4, awareness between the eyebrows. Out for 8, awareness at the eyebrows, but also flowing down through the body. And then wherever you are, if you're in reclining butterfly, I invite you to bring your knees back together. And then bring the knees into your chest and massage into the low back. Soften before you settle for deep relaxation. If you've been in Viparita Karani, same thing, bringing the knees into the chest and beginning to prepare yourself for deep relaxation. And then as you move into Shavasana, really tune into your body. Feel your body on the ground. Tune into your low back. And if you need to do any more settling, then feel free to keep the knees bent or bring them to the chest a little bit more before we settle for Shavasana. Check in with your neck, whether you need a little bit of support there, a flattish sort of cushion or rolled support there. And if you have an eye pillow, this might be where you would put the eye pillow on your eyes. And with your next out breath, just feel the whole of your body releasing, the weight of your body releasing into the mat. In breath, drinking in the breath, let it come right down to the belly. And out breath, feeling the whole of your body softening into and releasing into the earth beneath you. Feeling your connection to all that is as you come to stillness. Remembering the tender grasses that made you. The summer breeze and the stars that made you. Breathe out and feel this connection. Remember that you are part of all of this natural world, not separate from. Feeling the joy of the bird's song each day, singing for you. Feeling the soil, the wind, the 1,000 generations of knowledge living in your body, flowing through your veins, beating in your heart, aware that there is a whole world of noise out there, even a world of noise we carry around in our head. But as we come to stillness in yoga, in meditation, we can hear the silent bell. What is the bell calling you to? A bell of peace, a bell of presence, a bell that reminds you who you are. If you truly knew yourself, as part of this soil, this wind, this bird's song, these tender grasses, all within you, asking, who am I? Who am I? Who am I? And we finish our practice with 3 Oms, Omkara. Acknowledging the highest within yourself, the highest within everybody in our Sangha, everyone you've practiced with tonight, and the highest within everyone you meet. And we acknowledge this with Namaste. Thank you for practicing with me tonight. Feel free to stay lying there for as long as it feels good. And just notice how you feel after you practice. And sleep well tonight.